All right, coming out of the top of the heart, we have the aorta. Aorta comes up, does a little U-turn, and will go behind the heart and lungs, and it turns into the thoracic aorta. Off the thoracic aorta are each of these little arteries. They're called the intercostal arteries. Okay, back up to the top. The first branch off the aorta is the brachiocephalic artery. The brachiocephalic artery is going to branch into the left common carotid, the right common carotid, and this one over here is the subclavian artery. Off the subclavian artery, we have little tiny arteries. We have the vertebral artery, the costocervical artery, the thyrocervical artery, and this internal mammary artery headed towards the chest. All right, for both of the carotids, they're going to come up into the neck, and then they branch. One of them is going to head towards the outside, that's the external carotid, and this one heading towards the inside is the internal carotid. All right, this one right here is the left subclavian. Left subclavian has all the same arteries as the right: vertebral, costocervical, thyrocervical, and here's that internal mammary. All right, heading out into the arm. As soon as the subclavian crosses the chest wall, it becomes the axillary artery, and it will change names again after we cross the subscapular artery. So axial, subscapular, brachial. The brachial comes up and divides into radial and ulnar artery. All right, moving into the abdomen. I apologize, my abdomen's not the best abdomen, but it'll do. This first branch off of the main abdominal aorta there is the celiac artery. The celiac artery branches into gastric, hepatic, somewhere in there, hepatic, there it is, hepatic, and then splenic, going towards the spleen. The kidney. The next one is the superior mesenteric artery. So we have celiac, superior mesenteric. And way down here is the inferior mesenteric. The inferior mesenteric branches into hemorrhoidal, going towards the colon, and this one up here is the colic artery. Colic artery will follow the colon and join back up with that superior mesenteric. All right, on the other side, we have that little adrenal gland. So the artery and vein that pass through here are the adrenal lumbar artery and vein. Going towards the kidney is the renal artery, which mine did not dye well, it's got stuff all over it. Renal artery. This is all that abdominal aorta. We have the iliolumbar artery and vein. Then we have external iliac artery and internal iliac artery. The external iliac artery will enter into the legs, and it becomes the femoral artery. We have the deep femoral artery over here, sorry. And then the femoral artery will come down into the leg, there we go. And it branches into one going behind the knee, the popliteal, and the other one stays superficial, the saphenous. Okay.